Welcome to King David's ministry. Blessings to the lady in B&M's. You best believe I'll be back again, 'cause my favorite drink you stuck. Oh yeah. Thanks for playing the yes-no game and the man in the shop today. It made my son's day. Hope you feel better soon now. Nice to meet you today in the shop. I've been abusing alcohol from when I was a kid. Then the Most High came and helped me out. I told you I used to binge drink, and then the Most High said no more, son. I used to be a drunken fool all the time, making a fool out of myself. Some people been through hard times. Let me bless you with highest name. Oh. Welcome to King David Ministry. Love, peace, save lives. To the wicked world governments, yeah. Put your weapons down. Love, peace, save lives, man. Gonna play the shofar to the living creator. This is for the widow, the needy, the outcast, the stranger, the homeless, those suffering injustices. This is for Mal, who I saw today, who is going through some difficult times, man. So I'm gonna pray for you as well, man. Blow the shofar for you as well. Blessings to the kind people out there. Thank you for the man today in the shop who's playing the yes no game with my son, man. Cool energy, man. Blessings to you, my brother, and to the lady in B&M's, man. We always have a little banter, a little joke. You're a lovely person. Love your energy, man. I'm gonna blow the shofar, man. To the wicked, for the destruction to the wicked, and blessings to the remnant, man. Jew and Gentile, son. Let's go. Praise higher, the living creator. We'll start with the law. I would have posted the recap by now, people. So the law, to heed the call of every prophet in each generation, provided that he neither adds nor takes away from the Torah, Deuteronomy 18:15, not to prophesy falsely, Deuteronomy 18:20, not to refrain from putting a false prophet to death, nor to be in fear of him, Deuteronomy 18:22. Okay, now this is it in relation to doing the Torah, so I'm going to read from some notes. This is a kind of extension from the lessons I've been doing in relation to David being the Messiah, not JC. So please watch the previous videos to make sense of what's going on. Okay. In this psalm is a full unconditional guarantee of the messiahship from Higher to David, and that confirmed by the oath of Higher's holiness unto David. See verses 36. That promise is not to be merely during the term of his natural life and limited to the then broken off by death. It is true. It is suspended or in. It is true. It is suspended or in abeyance while the sorrows of Hades or the grave compassed him, and the snares or bonds of death preventing him. See Psalms 18 verse 5. But his voice will higher hear in the morning, oh higher in the morning of reincarnation, will he direct his prayer to higher and will look up. Verse 3. Then will David's seed endure forever, on his throne as the sun before Higher. There is but one possible way to invade and destroy these promises of a faithful, unchangeable Higher to David, and that is by the unwarrantable and unjustifiable transfer of David's person and name, and that is of his identity to JC of Nazareth, Apollo, changing all the pronouns from the first to the second person, the I to the he, and the my to the his, me to him, and mine to thine. Permit me to ask what property, title, or claim under heaven could we not obtain by such a transfer in any court or of justice? Only transfer the pronouns in any instrument from the first to the second in any instrument, from first to the second person, and there is no claim that could be substantiated for a moment. It would be a complete forfeiture, but this I can prove from the word of Higher. David never did, neither did Higher ever do it, as the above Psalm 89th proves, and nearly all the other Psalms, particularly the 18th, where the Church of Rome first took the same small liberty of transferring David's messiahship as king, priest, and prophet to JC. This they have done, and Protestants too, by a single blow. They are making a transfer of the first person pronouns to the second person, thus affecting a complete change of David's identity to JC, Apollo, the sun god. Are Christians aware of this dreadful dilemma they have brought themselves unavoidable into, of giving JC Apollo his own body and that of David's body too, leaving poor David without anybody at all? For all identity is dependent upon our distinct body or personality, and no other person dare claim it, or else we must lose out individual responsibility or accountability. I will continue reading this information next time in this series of King David proven to be the true Messiah and not JC. Law, Torah, Papa Ball. Let's do the Papa Ball readings, people, man. Let's go. I was reading about the Crusades, okay. So the Sixth Crusade finally saw the Holy Roman Empire. Frederick II, 1220 to 1250 CE, arrived with his army in the Holy Land, the Americas, as he had long vowed to do. Jerusalem had been out of Christian hands since 1187 CE, but was finally won back from the Muslim control thanks to Frederick's skills at diplomacy rather than any actual fighting. In February 1229 CE, a treaty was agreed with the Sultan of Egypt and Syria, 1218 to 1238 CE, to hand the rule over the Holy City to the Christian rule. Thus, the Sixth Crusade. There you go, people fighting over our lands and property, man. Webster's 1828 dictionary definition. What an American is: a copper code tribes founded by the Europeans. I encourage you to go to the ECHR, European Convention of Human Rights. We are prisoners of war. They breached the contract on what's meant to be set out for prisoners of war, i.e. me and my people, the Afro-Asiatics, the ones who put into perpetual servitude, who've done versus 1452. And he's stealing our lands and sites with the Admiralty Law. Okay, Kesku v Act 1666, and this is illegal, man. So I encourage, especially my brothers and sisters in the prison houses, man, to fill out some application forms and take it to the ECHR, European Convention on Human Rights, man. Say you're prisoners of war, new information's come to light, and just direct them to King David's information, okay? And hopefully you've been writing it down, keeping the law, call upon the living creator's name, higher, man, as well. All right. Next, we're going to read book highlights. Oh, before I do the book highlights, I'll direct you to some social medias. So as you know, this is a borrowed device by now. They tampered with my phone. WikiLeaks Vault 7. I've got a shitty little trap phone, cost £20, £20, man. It's not even got a camera on it, man. You understand? But yo, the show must go on. The Most High found a way. Okay. So go to Israel Zedek King David Ministry Facebook here for the free truth back and my testimony. It's 3 parts, 11 pages, okay? It's my testimony and the truth in a nutshell. Also go to Ministry of Justice YouTube. There's free videos on there to learn for free, never taking donations, okay? Go to Zedekiah King David Ministry YouTube, also for older videos and learn for free, man. Isaiah David Sweet Singer of Israel Facebook, up to date. King 85 David Chosen YouTube, up to date. Isaiah David 45 TikTok, up to date. Now it's time for book highlights, people. We're in this book here by Eric Dubai. Dubland, Blackland, Ireland, Dublin. Eric Dubai, Flat Earth, man. Okay. Shed some light on the subject, man. That's better. NASA's Apollo 11 mission. This is page 146 if you have the book. NASA's Apollo 11 mission patched symbols showing eagle, Esau, Book of Ezra's landing on the moon. The Apollo 16 and 17 patches also prominently feature eagles. The Apollo 13 symbol shown 3 horses pulling the sun behind them, which reference to the ancient Greek legend of the Helios, the sun god traveling across the sky in a chariot drawn by horses. In total, NASA, never any straight answer, Freemasons, actors lying to you, supposedly landed 12 men and 0 women on the moon, since the moon has always been associated with the feminine, and number 13, the sun, associated with the masculine, and the number 12, putting 12 men on the moon, once again, is symbolic for the Masonic, I'm dyslexic, autistic, and ADHD, patriarchal brotherhood conquering the divine celestial feminine. This is also the occult reason why Apollo 13 coincidentally had an explosion, which was fake here, because they all survived, man. They all just went on to do different careers. All an act, man. This world is a stage. At 1313 on April the 13th, to make interstellar travel believable, NASA was created. The Apollo space program. Remember, flat Earth, man. United Nations logo. There's way more lands past the Antarctic ice wall, man. Okay, they're lying to you, man. Okay, they're trying to keep us in this little pond, man, and control you. The Apollo space program foisted the idea that man could travel to and walk upon the moon. Every moon mission was carefully rehearsed, and we now know the moon landings are hoaxed. They were hoaxed, man. They're lying to you, man. And then they used green screens and CGI, and then filmed a large. They want to be the gods, man, because whatever they're teaching you is in complete opposition to what the Most High teaches you in the Bible. They're trying to be the gods, man. They added to the New Testament, and they added the New Testament and added a false Messiah, man. Got rid of the law. Do you understand? Honestly, what a joke. Filmed in large sound stages in the Atomic Energy Commission's top secret test sites in Nevada desert, and in a secured and guarded sound stage at the Walt Disney Studios, within which was a huge scale mock-up of the moon. All named missions, landing sites, and events in the Apollo space programs echoed the occult metaphors, rituals, and symbology of the Illuminati's secret religion. And we now know that Christianity, they're tricking you into serving Apollo, the sun god. And if you go into the Masonic halls and that, man, you'll see they've got it's basically sun god worship, man. Baal, okay. The most transparent was a faked explosion on the spacecraft Apollo 13, named Aquarius, the New Age, at 1:13 military time on April the 13th, 1970. William Cooper, Mystery Babylon. So why do NASA logos feature serpent tongues and eagles? Oh, deception, and eagles, Esau. And why are there an extensive number of Mason astronauts? The eagle-winged solar disk symbol with twin serpents found in every Masonic lodge holds the answer. The double-headed eagle is the official symbol of the 33rd degree Freemason. The 25th degree of Masonry initiates are known as the Knights of the Brazen Serpent, and the 28th degree are known as the Knights of the Sun, the religion of the Druids. And you find a lot of these preachers, yeah, they're Masons, yeah, like the Jehovah's Witnesses, they're Masons, yeah, and then they come and they preach to you, and they give you the falseness in the form of JC, man. Do you understand? The men set over you, man, trying to lord over you. Curses to the modern Masonry was the same as the ancient Egyptians were priests ruled from Heliopolis, or the city of the sun, a city full of obelisks built for their sun god Ra. The Most High got angry, man, just me. And obviously I'll read some more next time, man. But yo, then I just want to show you this here. Nation Areas of Cologne by J.A. Rogers. History lesson quickly. White slaves were sold along black ones too. In 1649, Scotsmen captured by Cromwell were sold in Venice. White women were exposed nude for sale. Brant Tumtals, one of the beautiful captives who were examined openly for virginity in the marketplace. He also tells of seeing Negro slaves and chambermaids, presumably white, dancing at Malta. So, where the captives, were a mixture, like as you know, we are the true noble and sovereigns, of Europe and that, man. And Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what American is a couple of good tribes surrounded by the Europeans. If you look in this book here, Jacobite transportation list, some of the prisoners that they were taking, you're going to see some melanated individuals, prisoners, my family. And also, there's also some fair and pale, fair Jacobites, which backs up what that book just said there, man. Okay, they're black and white slaves basically, and they cause division. Okay, we call it division, man. All right, but yo, this is interesting, man. The serpent universally, really interesting. I just wanted to show that really quickly, man. It's transport list, actually a real slave story, man. I told the taxman the other day, man. No geezer who he was. The serpent is usually universally the symbol of the sun. At the sun, I'm back in this book again, man. I can't help it. Sun was great enlightener, the Illuminati, enlightener of the physical world. So the serpent was held to have been the great enlightener of the spiritual by giving mankind the knowledge of good and evil. And according to the Bible, you know who gave man the knowledge of good and evil? Satan, the devil, Lucifer. Now, if the adepts knew that the sun was a symbol of something that the people would not support, such as a belief that Lucifer, the devil, was the god that they worshipped, they would have to continue their charade, so that the people would not decide to stop worshipping, because the sheeple figured it out. If the sheeple figured it out, like I'm trying to show you, they would no longer support their activities. You're giving your energy to the wrong place, because they would no longer support their activities. They would have to keep their beliefs from the people and conceal their secret worship in hidden symbols. So sun worship as a religion prospered. William Cooper, Mystery Babylon. This is really interesting, man. I can't wait to read some more of this, man, about secret societies and who they're really serving and who they're trying to trick you to serve. Just like for today, for instance, people doing Mother's Day and that, but you've been tricked. Mother's Day is pagan, man. You understand? Like I showed you a video earlier. It's based off a goddess, Rhea, the goddess Rhea of fertility. Okay, you've been tricked, man. It enrages the living creator, because in our 630 commandments it says that you must not follow other gods and you must not follow the other nations, man. Okay, I'm just here, the spokesman of the Most High, man, trying to warn you, man, to turn back from sin and return to the living creator, man. All right. Till next time, family. From King David, Scholarly Back to Ministry. There's Betty's bunny that she knitted me. Rest in peace, Betty, man. Till next time, the true Scottish Davidic royals, man. I put a public custodian from Bradley and Paisley on David's throne. What an atrocity. Till next time, Shalom and peace.